All right, DC, you've had a lot of high praise for this mixed martial artist leading into the fight this week. He is as well-rounded a fighter as we have in this division, and kind of a case of pick your poison. He can do it all.
He can do it all in one package. I mean, I think of the greats, the George St. Pierres, of the John Joneses, and the best fighters in the world, the guys that just seem to possess every skill that allows for them to be great. This man has that. He has that ability. How does he implement that? How does he use all those skills in order to get his hand raised? He's done it time and time again. Big task tonight. But I would imagine that skill set, he can get it done.
Yeah, he said confidently, I've got to be ready for everything. Perhaps more of a specialist on the other side, but this man has accomplished a great deal thus far, and he is showing no signs of slowing down. Doubt him now, folks. Doubt him now. The undisputed UFC Middleweight Champion, Dricus du Plessis. And even though, of course, he wanted to beat Israel Adesanya for the title, it ended up being Sean Strickland. This man's the best in the world. And he has had knockers and doubters every step of the way. They knocked his cardio. They knocked his grappling. The man can fight. The man's a born fighter, as are a lot of individuals who grow up in South Africa. And now that he's the champion, in theory, he's 20 to 30% better. We'll see if the incumbent can get dethroned here tonight. All right, with that, the wait ends here. Both fighters have graced the octagon, and we are raring to go from a sold-out arena here in Abu Dhabi, UAE.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight.
All right, now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Middleweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Dricus du Plessis.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He is the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, let's see how it goes early on in this one as we get round one underway. Great to have you with us tonight, and a lot of people are tuning in to see what South Africa's Dricus du Plessis can do as the MMA challenges get stiffer. It was an amazing rise to prominence for this man, highlighted, of course, by the win over Robert Whittaker, but can he sustain it? Can his body hold up? Durability has been a little bit of an issue. There is no denying the skill set, the appetite for knowledge, the commitment to the world title. But this is the toughest fight, at least on paper, of Dricus du Plessis' career. And there's the early takedown. Pretty good elbow there to the body by du Plessis, showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility. Rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like...
Looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm.
Wow, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. He passes the half.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Dricus du Plessis. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Du Plessis getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head.
I need you to move. Scramble.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Side control now. Dolidze's in half guard.
That was a slick transition. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, John, but ultimately,
Huge connection by him there.
he needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, massive right hand. The man has hit his chin and tested early.
Oh!
Under a minute to go in what has been a wild round one. Nice jab by Du Plessis. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Nice. Nicely done.
Nice target change and him attacking the body. They're so evenly matched, and they're going tit for tat.
The right hand just misses. 20 seconds left. Takedown defense holds up. 10 seconds to go in the round. How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
It's an auto. Perfect. How you feel? Awesome. Your cardio is great. You're working great. Everything you did in the gym.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg.
Hook to the head there by Dricus Du Plessis. High amplitude elbow here, it's blocked.
Oh, left hook.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Nice punch to the head. If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end.
Well, his wrestling has been a great equalizer thus far in his UFC career and gets the single leg takedown.
And you know that it's his shot. It's his shot of choice, a single leg takedown, and he's secured it, and he's doing it and scored it over and over again.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Plessis has got full mount now. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
I'm standing this up. You need to work.
And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke.
Oh, how about this as he jumps to side mount to try to counter the guillotine with a Von Flue choke. Owen St. Preux would be proud. Oh, somehow he's able to leverage a hip. Looks like he's going to get out.
Yeah, he did a really good job there of creating action, getting his body off to one side as he's bridging, then back into him to release a little bit of that pressure on the Von Flue choke.
Oh, that cut is getting worse with every passing ground strike as he lands again. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, at this point, I would use the word critical to describe the condition of that eye. Not looking good, champ.
No, he's beat up. He's been battered, he's been bruised. He got cut early in the fight, and you understood that if he didn't change something, it would get much worse. He didn't change anything, and now we're here.
All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage out of it.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key.
Now potentially working on a submission instead. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Dolidze's back in full mount.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
And now he's got the back. All right, close guard now. You gotta be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Dolidze's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Du Plessis back in full guard now. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Oh, right into mount.
20 seconds to go, round two.
Ref won't help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Dolidze's right back to the full mount.
Massive shot from the top.
And the horn sounds on round two. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, round two is over, and Dolidze's corner showing some concern here. That cut around his eye and all the blood that comes with it getting worse by the minute. All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, John. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
Oh, you got to love the leg kicks, and there it is. Oh, a huge block there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. nice straight. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this, Neil. Dolidze's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
That guillotine is tight. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Dolidze is able to protect the eye. Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight. Oh! Good right hand.
Under 3 minutes to go in our third round. Oh, another strike to the body. Not a lot of real estate there, but he found it. Beautiful straight punch there by Plessis.
It won't take many of those.
Just out of range with the big right hand. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You gotta keep position over submission. He's gotta be careful here.
Hard ground and pound. Some swelling now starting to appear.
Great submission defense on display tonight. Oh, nice.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Plessis. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control of the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer. Because right now, he seems lost to it.
Trying to establish that jab. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Dolidze's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. Under 20 seconds now to go.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Final seconds of round 3.
Look at that. Good finish. That was beautiful.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, well, that's the end of the round, so the location is okay, the cut on the cheek, but that is some serious blood trickling out of that cut there. You got to think maybe at some point they call the doctor in, and if he doesn't like what he sees, maybe they stop this fight. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
Dolidze's an absolute mess. I wonder if they might call in the ringside physician and potentially stop this fight. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Well, he rocked him, but...
He's hurt again.
Oh my God!
Hey, gotta feel good!
Oh, boy.
Well, that smile on his face is only going to be surpassed by the zeros on the check. A huge knockout tonight. Gotta think some bonus money's coming his way.
Bonus money is coming his way. When you knock somebody stiff like this, you expect a bonus check. What a phenomenal performance by this young man.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 34 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dricus to Plessis.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right?
Yeah.
But you knock out a man in a cage fight, I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands, that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he got that done.